pain? Plagued by sickness? Haunted by your own looming mortality? Not anymore. Now there's Icaret, a technological miracle that lets us transfer consciousness from one body to another. That's right, humanity's wildest dream has been fulfilled. The dream of immortality. Now, when sickness or old age starts dragging you down, you can bid on a brand new body at your local government auction house. Give yourself and your loved ones a new lease on life. And don't forget, the body subscription service is mandatory for all citizens 21 and older. So protect your investment. Always avoid illicit substances. Never skip any mandated shell inspections. And prioritize your well-being, physical, psychological, and especially financial. Any lapsed subscription payments will result in your body being submitted to a bailiff auction. And remember, any and all violations will be prosecuted by the Department of Mortality.
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
That's not the point.
And at least tell me what's going on.
Just watch, okay? This is the best part, where he's questioning the suspect.
And when are you gonna question me?
Do you want me to question you?
Don't you want to?
Should I handcuff you? We always handcuff suspects.
I think you'd better.
Sounds dangerous.
I'm always dangerous.
Too bad you didn't warn me before we got married.
Would that have changed your mind? James, would you love me if I had an ugly shell? Or a shell like that one?
Would I love you if you had a guy's shell? That's your question?
Or if I didn't have a shell at all.
All units, code 305. Prohibition violation at intersection of...
Breaking news. The president today signed into law a controversial bill reducing the age limit for free body subscriptions, despite earlier promises to the contrary.
Fucking politics. fucking years of work and taxes. Great.
How you feeling?
Ready to get back in the saddle, Chief. I sent you the papers.
Oh, I know. I'm looking at them. Did you hear this?
Fuck! What are you... Don't tear them up! Fuck!
The accident was barely 2 weeks ago. Look, the committee already thought you were a hot mess. Trying to come back this soon, that's just got them convinced. You're no fucking medical miracle, James.
I've been in this department for half a century. It'd be a whole century if you counted all that overtime. All that off-the-books overtime? I bet the committee would love to get an earful of that.
Damn you, Kara.
Come on, Chief. You gotta let me come back.
My hands are tied. Officially.
Yeah? So unofficially, I'm all ears.
Political case. Discreet.
I'm listening.
You'd be doing a favor for a guy whose signature trumps every test and commission out there.
Why do I feel like there's a but coming?
Because you're fucking difficult. Also, without your sync tests, can't get you back in the system. So I'm gonna put you with a liaison officer. She'll be the one with full access.
A babysitter? Fucking hell.
You asked for it, sunshine. Wait, I'll put her on.
Saved my ass more than once. More and more smugglers getting caught. Lucky for me. What the fucking lock? That's for the brave new world. So immersive you could drown. But of course, drowning is forbidden. Blocked like any other exit from paradise.
Kara? James? Kara? No, fuck that. No way. Forget it, Chief.
You're already on the line. James, Sarah Khan. Sarah, James Carroll. Let me go pull some strings. Back in a minute.
Fuck that. No way. Forget it, Chief.
Look, I said what I said. You're a goddamn departmental legend.
Legend?
Well, okay. More like cautionary tale. Especially after you fucked up half the city with that train.
I don't remember much about the accident. Tell me it was kind of a spectacle.
You don't remember. So, what, you haven't synchronized yet?
I'm in sync like a fucking Swiss watch, okay?
Don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining.
Okay, I'm back. So we're best friends now, right?
Sorry, boss.
Sarah, I've sent you all the authorizations. Forward the package to Karen. Listen, he's a good cop. Just keep an eye on him, okay? Steiner out.
All right, let's get the show on the road. I need the address of the nearest post office.
Fine.
James, are you there? James, my hair's turning gray here. Post office, now.
That girl in the hat overshadows more and more of the city, doesn't she?
Sorry?
Well, the one from the body auction ad?
I haven't seen it.
How could you not see it? It's on every goddamn corner. Looks like TS-45-7.
You're in Times Square?
It's the last place they play good old-fashioned crime stories.
Yeah. You like watching how the cops used to do it?
Detectives, not cops. Big difference.
I'll take your word for it. Okay, movie buff. Go for the package. Platform 53D, Terminal 3.
How it is.
I want you to understand that I'm in the home stretch for a fat promotion. I've been working my ass off, so I can't afford any mistakes right now. And, you know, you're sort of notorious for unconventional methods.
Me?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows you don't give two greasy rat shits about regulations. The only thing I ask is that we act professionally, okay?
Give it a shot. No promises.
Great. Better than nothing, I guess.
It's the spirit. James Cara, 77112P.
Police shipment. Additional verification required. Enter badge number.
984.
No authorization.
Shit. Sarah, I need access.
Oh, right. Enter my number. 116739.
Thanks. 116739.
Thank you.
Have you opened it yet?
1 second. I have to move my car. Got a monopoly. Still have to advertise. I'd say that tells you pretty much everything you need to know. For the past 50 years, prices for B and C class bodies have increased by 240%. It's not an auction anymore. It's some fucking exclusive bidding club. No matter how much time each of us has, haste is baked into the city's DNA. Said, haste. Every last New Yorker's in a hurry. Cool down, would ya?
Remember, you're not reinstated yet.
No worries.
This information is confidential and will be automatically destroyed after reading. Select a section to read the files.
Subject's name is Edward Green.
Who?
Hard to confuse this mug with anybody else. Green's sponsoring some kind of exhibition in Central Park. Saw it on the news earlier.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Well, let me look it up. Yep. Supposed to be in a few days.
I'll have to get back on his feet pretty damn fast then.
Okay, Green, Edward. Oh, shit.
Sarah? You okay?
Shit. Oh, I'm reading up on Green. Holy fuck, you know who this guy is?
Relax. This will be a routine job.
Routine my ass. What are we supposed to do?
We get in, fully Icarite, delivered to the Consciousness Transmission Center. No sweat.
You're telling me the Covenant Chief, the guy who used to be the Secretary of Health, his Icarites just lying around in a dead body? Fucking hell! Why isn't this going through official channels?
It's a favor for Chief Steiner.
What's Chief Steiner got to do with Edward Green?
Guys like Green have been shaking down the city for 200 years. Last thing they want is the wrong people putting hands on their Icarite. That's where we slide in. Play this right, we'll come off like heroes. Well, heroes to the right people, anyway. Look on the bright side. I'm betting Green's gratitude hits the gas on that dream promotion of yours.
Where's his body?
5th Avenue, top floor.
Looks like it's Green's own apartment. You'll get a chance to see the wannabe Olympus with your own eyes.
Want to tag along?
No. I'm not authorized for field work.
You don't leave the house much, do you?
What? What kind of question is that?
I'm just connecting dots. You haven't seen the ad that is literally everywhere, and you don't want to come with me.
I already told you. That's because it's against the rules. And stop detective-baiting me, or whatever the hell you call it.
Sure. You're right, not my business. I'll respect your space.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, I'm all up to speed.
Then let's get on with it.
Attention, documentation will be automatically destroyed.
James, I know you're not reinstated yet, but have you recovered from the accident? Like, mentally, I mean?
You looking out for me or for yourself?
For both of us. We're in the same boat, right?
Listen, you just kick back and put your feet up, all right? You've got nothing to worry about. I'll ping you when I get there. Car out. So I took this job. I'd take any job at that point, even though political cases fester like rust-laced wounds. I was off to hang out with high society, of which I always had a low opinion. Maybe because it consisted mostly of At this altitude, the air was so clean that without a smoke, I was beginning to suffocate. Shit.
James, camera. This was supposed to be an accident.
Fucker's hanging from the last cherry tree.
What do you mean the last? Like, last?
Let's pull the Icarite and get out of here.
What do they need protection for?
Replacing a whole body just because somebody gouged out your eye is unprofitable, I guess.
Not for him.
And here he scores a few points.
Points? For what?
This engine could push a car up past 120 miles per hour, running on gasoline, on the ground.
You know, it's hard enough to imagine driving on the ground and all, but 120? No, I call bullshit on that one. really got cooked, didn't he? Well, I'm still gonna need a photo for identification.
I mean, it could be him.
Could doesn't cut it. We have to be sure. This is guesswork, James. I won't identify him, not officially.
I have an idea, and you won't like it.
This is a federal case, James.
And we're supposed to pull Green's Icarite, not someone's. Moving on to reconstruction. You seen this?
What? Some kind of anomaly. Who cares? It's green, pull its Icarite, and let's go.
The Icarite's melted.
So, that's his insurer's problem. Come on, let's go.
Sarah, he's dead.
What? Like, you mean final death? Dead? Well, just...
Sarah, listen. I've seen this before. Up close. Take a few deep breaths. Then we'll start looking for who did it.
We have to report this. We have to. Anything beyond that, it's... I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
Sarah, relax. You're not doing anything. Got it? You're not even here.
If only it were that simple.
Omega code 112358. Suspected murder. The right side of the body is more heavily charred. The tree must have exploded after he'd been hanged.
James, stop doing this.
It wasn't just a fire. Find the cause and we're out of here.
wondered what one of those looked like.
I always wondered what the fucking point was. Gel's flammable. It may have been a short circuit, or someone could have ignited it deliberately. I need to find the source.
James, don't fucking ignore me.
drop whatever shit you picked up. You're going to write a clean report about a tragic accident. Got me?
You pronounced murder wrong.
I'm not asking. I'm telling you. All you were supposed to do was pull Green's Icarate. End of story.
Can I get it on the record that I strongly advised against this course of action?
I should have known better. I should have known you couldn't handle it. It's just an Icarate pull, I thought. Surely Kara can't buck up something that simple.
I'm trying to tell you, there's no Icarate to pull. Green's got oxidized. It's a homicide, and it's staring us in the face, like it or not. Now, I can look into this, and
It's not our case. Write it up as a suicide.
oh, it's a suicide now. I thought it was an accident.
You can call it the motherfucking ascension for all I care. Just get it off our books.
The longer I sit here, the more it all stinks. And it's not just Green's rotting corpse.
Someone with the president?
I recognize him.
Wait, it's Green.
Deutsch. What the fuck is this?
A bike. Or rather, a wheel off a bike.
People rode on it? How?
Like a motorcycle. But you had to push those things around and around with your feet to make it go.
Ouch. Someone flooded the transformer and it caught fire. The cable acted like a fuse. That's what caused the explosion.
It's getting more and more obvious why nobody wants to work with you.
I'll look for any pre-explosion traces, then we're out of here.
James, I wasn't born yesterday. You said that before, and I don't believe you.
Someone tried to smash that glass before the explosion. Cracked it and left a handprint.
Stop it. James, you've got to stop this.
Finally paying attention. Great. So, now the question is, did Green try to crack open that plate with his own forehead, or did somebody else use Green's forehead like a ball-peen hammer?
Why can't we see the killer in the reconstruction?
He covered his tracks pretty damn skillfully.
So someone was here. Fucking hell.
What? You gonna tattle to the chief again?
Would you just let that drop already? What's done is done. No point in picking at it.
Wait. We're not going to work like this. There's gotta be at least a baseline of trust here.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, except we're running out of time to figure out how the tree got set on fire. So, come on. Chop chop.
Shit.
What happened?
The fuses just blew.
What? Why?
The reconstructor needs massive amounts of energy. Sometimes the limiter doesn't adjust to the environment and pop. Blown fuses.
There you go.
So I don't have to do everything myself after all, huh? A man could get used to this.
I just shifted power from 3 different neighborhoods so you can keep playing detective. Don't make me regret it.
Okay, so he's interested in art.
Doesn't seem to be too much he's not interested in. Get rid of those. Didn't make it?
Or someone stopped him. Maybe I'll just let sleeping dogs lie.
Thanks. My blood pressure didn't need to get any higher. He was there. That's his signature.
And look what happened to him.
James?
Probably synthetic. What you might call tobacco adjacent, or shit, maybe they are real.
James, Tell me you're not going to steal a cigar.
Not like he's gonna smoke it.
Great. Now you can add thief to your CV.
He never got remarried.
What happened to the first wife?
Refused Icharite. Died a natural death.
But wasn't that illegal? She would have had a top-down warrant served, right?
Green only introduced that legislation after her death.
Hang on. Are you telling me Green couldn't handle it that his wife died, and he fucked up our whole fucking society because of it?
Far as I can tell, people's bullshit personal trauma is always what fucks up society. Maybe I can find something with X-ray. Open sesame. Okay, this is some kind of emblem? It's starting to get interesting. Someone carved this date long ago.
What in the world is that supposed to mean?
What's with the curiosity? A minute ago you wanted to tank the whole investigation.
Oh, I still want to, but I can see that you're too stubborn.
The symbol. I've never been good at anthropology and beliefs and shit.
So how'd you catch serial killers?
I knew an expert.
Great. Then make a call. We need all the help we can get.
Can't. She's dead.
Oh, shit. James, I'm sorry.
Let's keep looking. Probably some kind of relic.
To the best of friends, always auspicious winds. Green. That asshole had friends. Hard to believe.
I'm getting a bad hit off this thing.
I wonder which one's the best friend now.
I wonder why a gift from Green is in his own home. Let's see what the patient has to say.
Invented Icarite? They knew each other? How old was Green?
Older than Icarite. How fucked up is that? Dying in the process of transplanting your own invention.
His body rejected it, right? Guess he drew the short straw.
That's not what I heard. I heard it was human error during the procedure. Horses?
No, Pegasi.
Sarah, that's a horse. Pegasi are mythical creatures.
Some paleontologist you are. These days, horses are mythical too.
Wait, are you screwing with me?
James, end of topic.
It's scary how little we know about the world before the Icarite.
No wonder they don't teach this in school. It's gone.
Matched to Green's blood type. He was fighting with someone.
Or he cut himself as he jumped.
Sarah, think outside of the box. I can come up with obvious ideas myself. Fell from there. If he cut himself in the rape blood, I'll come back to that later. Someone must have pushed him. No trace of blood on the railing.
So he didn't cut himself here. This is weird.
Green's fingerprints are on the railing.
So he was leaning against it?
Looks that way. Came from this side.
They?
Half of the reconstruction is inconsistent. Someone must have been messing with it. We don't have enough information to find the other one.
How do you think this went down?
They fought. Somewhere in there, the attacker slipped the rope around Green's neck.
Well, in any case, Green didn't jump. Someone pushed him.
There's a blood trail here.
He must have gotten cut before the hanging. Do you have a UV lamp?
I don't leave home without it. Walking up these stairs. Unusual shape. Like he was lying here. begging for mercy. Another trace of blood.
Hit it with the UV lamp.
Must have been bleeding a lot. Well, look at that. The tracks connect. I see him getting pounded. I can't help but feel a little sorry for the guy.
Unnecessary. Be professional.
Hey, having different political views doesn't mean you just got to do whatever you want to somebody.
Kicking the shit out of Green is my political view.
He's got something on his clothes. Some kind of chemical?
Huh. The reconstructor's coming up goose eggs on its composition.
Must be rare as shit, then. Stretches across the floor. I'll switch to UV. Tracks lead this way. Looks like Green was rummaging around the transformer? Cables are torn out, same as the one around Green's neck.
You think he did it?
I think someone made him do it.
What a fucking mess.
You know what I think? I think it all looks exactly the way the perpetrator wanted it to.
Seriously? You're repeating yourself.
There's something here.
James? I've lost visual.
James. Will you come back to me?
James!
Sarah?
James, where you at?
Honestly, you don't want to know.
Whatever. The feds are on their way there, so consider this a heads up. If they find you, I don't fucking know you.
Are you? You're serious? We've been friends for fucking decades and you're gonna hang me out to dry? How's the situation?
They're coming. Time to clean up.
Sarah, if we're gonna keep working together, you're gonna have to promise me something.
What?
I've been honest with you from the beginning, and I need you to never do anything behind my back again. We clear?
James. Okay, as long as you keep being honest with me, I've got your back. Okay? From here on out.
Then we've got a deal.
Yes. Now, come on, move before they bust us.
Nobody'll even know I was here. useless. Time to go back to the underworld he cast us all into. In the gut of a body not my own, I can feel this case is nothing but trouble and heartache. And even worse, it's personal. A lit cigar pressed against a wound that never heals. That's me. The second time I've seen Icarite completely melted. Just when I got a little better at forgetting the first one. It's the 537th floor, yet the thick stench of piss-soaked streets still fills the air. Elevator to ground floor. Even cops don't go down there alone.
Body, huh? I think I deserve something.
Take your hands off me.
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
I'm glad to hear that. Due to the high level of air pollution, I recommend full body decontamination.
As usual. right back at you.
Oh, cocky, are we? Well, what's your first move then?
Left jab.
Block and a quick right.
Dodge and a hook from below.
Elbow block and a headbutt.
Forearm on the neck, elbow to the face.
Impossible. I'm down. You got lucky. So the next one.
It's hard to get used to a face marked by someone else's mistakes. Though for some reason, it's much easier with the eyes. Once the life fades out of them, they can belong to anyone. Time to take care of it. I'm gonna need more space to fire up the evidence board. Actors in their own bodies. Now that was cinema. At parties, I said I smashed it with the ball during the game. The truth is, it was after the game. And I had a ball-shaped stone trophy. A football trophy. Much time has passed. I feel like I'm taking them more and more often. know how I was lucky enough to even meet a woman like that. The island with the imitation sun. We never had time to go there.
New voicemail message from Old Bastard.
Kara, I'm waiting for a report. You know which one. I advise you to get a move on. Hi, James. I'm calling unofficially. Not as a boss, but more like a buddy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The documents you found at Green's place. You know it wasn't anything significant, right?
I know how this city works. You don't have to explain yourself.
Kara, you're my man. I wish it worked differently, but I just need to be in certain, relationships to keep my finger on the pulse, to react and so on.
And so on. Sure.
What have you done with them?
I wouldn't take anything from a crime scene.
Really? You couldn't take care of them? I have to do everything myself. And remember, I'm waiting for the report.
I bet every one of those guys has a new body by now. Probably wouldn't recognize each other on the street. When I started the service, the guys didn't believe she was my wife. Even when I brought this photo, they said it was photo montage. A sound mind and a sound body. I've forgotten what that's like. I had to sell this car. The car was great, but started to fall apart. And it wasn't safe either. Usually flies over Manhattan. Only the elite are allowed entry. Rumor has it they've got the last bottles of real scotch up there. Sun turned out to be the price for immortality. Nobody remembers when we lost sight of it. Once upon a time, boats swarmed around neon signs. Let's see if we are worthy successors. sight. In the first days after changing into this shell, the shakes were so bad I couldn't come out here. Denver. The city sprawls in every direction. It's only a matter of time before it starts devouring itself. This infernal racket is the pulse of the city, the main artery leading to the CTC itself. Sarah?
How's the job going?
To complete my report, I need to summarize the evidence. I need access to the system.
You heard Chief Steiner. He wants it classified as a suicide and sent straight to him.
Sarah, look, I'll owe you. I need to check a few things.
Let me remind you that we've known each other for about 5 minutes. Do you think I don't know why the chief put you on restricted duty? I read your wife's case file. Forgive me for mentioning her, but it was the same kind of suicide.
Sarah, listen to me very carefully. We're in this together, and it's a lot bigger than the chief. Sooner or later, the report will make it to the top brass, and we'll both be fucked. Unless we consider all the circumstances in the report.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what? Here's what we'll do. I have access, so I analyze, and I put the evidence on the board. Is that clear?
As clear as day.
Okay. I'm sorry for bringing your wife up like that.
Look, let's not fight. Let's connect the dots one by one. If we agree with the conclusions, we move on. You'll agree with me sooner or later.
The sooner we get this over with, the sooner you can write the report.
It's the spirit. I should clear up Sarah's doubts about the murder. First,